Let's talk about Standard 7. We're going to find out what the standard is, what it means, and how we should use it. No, you get out of here. We're nice teachers. Okay, that's better. Let's start with a definition. Standard 7 says that teachers should help students learn to integrate and evaluate content presented in diverse media and formats, including visually and quantitatively, as well as in words. Got it? Great, let's end here. Just kidding. So what does this mean? The key words here are integrate and evaluate. These are skills that we need as teachers and skills that our students need to learn. The focus of Standard 7 is the ability of students to draw on information from multiple sources to address a question or solve a problem. How do we go from a picture book to knowledge of a story and its application to real life? How do we watch a video about alligators and relate that to our Uninaw reptiles? How do we use the internet to find reliable information that answers a question? These are all questions that Standard 7 helps us to answer. So, how does this standard help us know what to teach? The ultimate goal of this standard is for students to be able to select appropriate material and evaluate sources to conduct authentic, credible research, to integrate information from diverse media and in varied formats, to put research together to find answers and solve problems, and to present research in writing or in speaking. Now, since these goals should be expressed very differently for an elementary school student and a senior in high school, let's make things even more specific. In elementary school, Reading Standard 7 includes 3 main skill areas: interpreting illustrations and details in a story, analyzing visual and multimedia elements in a text, and using print and digital sources to find information. So now that we know the goals, particularly for elementary students, let's talk strategy. In order for students to understand and interpret diverse media, they have to have plenty of exposure to different types of media. Our job is to bring multimedia into the classroom. We can have classrooms saturated in diverse media by having classrooms with lots of rich images and plenty of reading materials. We can provide students with access to appropriate technology, and we can use technology ourselves by doing simple things like embedding videos into our lessons, or creating explainer videos like this one. We can teach lessons that focus on interpreting pictures and graphics, and we can intersperse written stories with audio stories and even performed stories. There are lots of ways for us to integrate multimedia into our classrooms so that students can gain familiarity with quality resources and begin to develop their own critical reading and researching skills. We want lessons that take full advantage of diverse media. Give students a web quest that safely and efficiently guides them through internet resources on a particular topic. Encourage internet inquiries where students answer their own questions by finding online videos, articles, and books on topics that they're interested in. When reading nonfiction, give students graphic organizers that include sections for making note of charts, graphs, illustrations, or maps that were helpful to understanding the reading. For primary students in particular, take the class through a wordless picture book and then ask each student to write down the story that they saw. Sharing these stories will demonstrate the different ways that pictures can be interpreted, while also encouraging skills in writing, reading, interpretation, and presentation. Standard 7 is rich with ideas and inspiration to get a variety of materials into the hands of students. The more we expose students to different types of reading, and the more we help students learn the skills to bridge the things that they see to the things that they know, the more refined their reading and critical thinking will become.